Hey guys, Chester Westerford here. So this week saw the release of episode 4 of the final season of The Bad Batch called A Different Approach. Man, what a great episode it was. I may have said this last week, but I really feel like this show has gone from being a pretty good series I enjoyed to second in place, or maybe even tied with The Mandalorian as my favorite shows of the Disney Plus era. I'm really going to be sad to see these characters go and the stories end. I really hope some of them, or at least Omega, will pop up in other shows and movies for years to come. I don't know if I could see the Bad Batch surviving this show. I mean, maybe they will. I hope they do. But I feel like not everybody's gonna make it out alive. I expect Omega will. So I'd love to see a live action portrayal of her pop up, maybe in The Mandalorian or one of the movies, or just something. I really have grown fond of her. All the characters, but her in particular, I think. There's just something about the way she's written and portrayed that makes her feel so genuine and real and likable. I know when the first show first started, there were complaints about, oh look, they're protecting a special kid, just like the Mandalorian. Does Star Wars only know one plot line for their shows? Oh my goodness. People always complain about that stuff. And in the beginning, to be fair, I could definitely see where people were coming from, where they were drawing those similarities, but she was always different enough that it never really bothered me. And now I think she's grown into something more. And personally, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but she's grown into a much better and much more compelling and interesting character for me than Grogu. Omega feels more like a character. Grogu is fun and all, and I do like him, but at the end of the day, what's his character? He's a cute baby, he makes baby noises. The Mandalorian has to save him. Once in a while, he'll come out and do his magic force hands. There's really not much else more to him, especially in season 3. It felt like he was there just to keep certain viewers watching who were only watching it because of him, or to keep him around for more merchandising opportunities, which is understandable. He's what made the show so successful, arguably, so I can understand them wanting to keep him around, and I think it was the right decision, but enough about The Mandalorian. I just feel like Omega has had much more character development over the course of these 3 seasons. She's gone from being this innocent kid to this still innocent, but wiser kid who, yes, trusts and wants the best for people, but has also come to learn that sometimes people are just bad, and you do need to work around them. She's learned from the Bad Batch how to do that. I like the bits in here where she's using her skills. She's learning, using the card game. She learned how to play cards earlier in earlier seasons, and she uses that to help them get money. I like the juxtaposition, the opposite of her and Crosshair. She convinces Crosshair to let her show him a different approach, as the title says, a better way. Don't just go in with all guns blazing and stuff. And, even though she is an optimist, there is that part too where she turns to Crosshair, where they're cornered by the Imperial officer, and she turns to him and says, okay, let's try it your way now. It's not that she's Xing out Crosshair's way of doing things completely. It's just showing him there's a better way to try first. And I really like that. I really like the relationship between those two. I like how she's influencing him. I like Crosshair in this episode. I like how he's getting better, but he's maybe not 100% redeemed yet. He's still grumpy. He still wants to go in guns blazing. When she does say, okay, we'll try it your way, he goes, finally, yeah. Well, I'm a bit surprised that at the end of this, they're reunited with Hunter and Wrecker already. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's a good thing. That's where the writers wanted to take it. They have reasons for wanting to take it that way, and I trust them because they have been, so far, they've proven that they are telling a very good, compelling story this final season, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And what an emotional reunion that was at the end, by the way. Only 4 episodes into this season, and I'm already tearing up. That's impressive. Yeah, I can't wait to see next week where it goes, where, Crosshair and the rest of the batch's reunion, that's going to be interesting. I like that bit at the end where they're reunited, and he's just kind of standing there. He's not sure what to say, they're not sure what to say. It'll be very interesting to see where that goes. Also, too, I just want to say, I love the design of this season. I love the production design, I love the lighting, I love the animation. It just looks amazing. I feel like this whole series, with the editing, the way it looks, is just a masterclass in not just how to make a good animated series, but how to make a good series in general. Like, A lot of the things they use here could even be taken to make live action series better. You know, as far as character development and shots and lighting and tone, like the dark gray tones of this season really go to reflect and help the overall darker tone that this season has. But yeah, it's fantastic. Can't wait till next week. I suspect we're going to get some bounty hunter action. I'm still hoping that we get Boba Fett. I would be over the moon if we got some Boba Fett and Omega together, you know, them being the seemingly only two unaltered clones allowed to grow at a regular rate. I believe that's the supposition there, what's indicated there. So yeah, it would just be fascinating to see him in the show. I would love to see that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next week for episode 5. Goodbye.